Hey, how are you going? We are on day 3 of your 14-day challenge, your warm up to inner growth. And how have you been going with the activities? I hope you're following along, not finding it too tricky to find some time to. They're very short activities, and the idea is that we deepen them with these lives. So if you can do the activity each day over on the Teachable site and then just pop in here and just listen along to these lives, you're really going to get the best out of the next 11 days. So what have we talked about today? We've talked about being you and being fearless. And I'm going to dig into that in a minute. But first, I just wanted to summarize what we've done so far, which to you might seem quite insignificant. So we have really identified where you are and got your benchmark. We have done a little bit of discovery into who you are, those unique qualities that are just yours, that maybe you found you'd forgotten about. Maybe you remembered stuff about yourself that was way back before life happened, and it felt good, it felt encouraging, you felt confident to remember that's you. And then yesterday we dug into what makes your heart sing. And that feeling right there, when your heart's singing, when you're doing something that you absolutely love, I've coined that your joy GPS going off, because we have a very significant danger GPS, which is our trusty brain. I do a lot of work with the brain in terms of how the brain's physiology affects your mindset and your action and your thoughts. And so I coined the danger GPS as the way that our brain literally steers us away from pain and in the direction of pleasure, but very much limits us in what we do. And it's all based on the past. If you think about your brain as a big supercomputer, every single experience that you've been through in your life has got filed away. And each time that you're in a position where you have to make a decision, take an action, your brain is seeking for the evidence as to whether this is safe for you or not. Are you gonna repeat a previous mistake? Are you gonna make yourself vulnerable again? And that's where your monkey mind steps in. I was talking to one of my ladies in the gym. I do a warrior women fitness class now, and she was saying, what do I do about that voice in my head that tells me not to come? And that voice in her head is telling her not to come because when she's done it previously, she's failed. When she's done it previously, it's hurt. When she's done it previously, it's like, it's kind of sucked. And the brain's screaming, the monkey's up on his table, juggling his bananas, saying, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you put yourself through that again? So I told her it's all about shifting the focus to what she wants and giving the brain, giving the monkey a job, like, okay, monkey, how can this is my vision. I'm here in this warrior fitness class because I want to change my life. I'm sick of feeling unfit. I'm sick of being overweight. I'm sick of feeling tired and unhealthy. How can I achieve my goal to be a better version of myself? And with the warrior fitness class on the table, it's going to be the obvious answer, right? Because it's your vehicle to go to where you're going. And so we're going to be looking at where you're going as part of this 14-day challenge, but I wanted to start with where you are and really understand that state of internal abundance and start to do that self-discovery that we do in inner growth work. And like I say, it's not just discovery about who you are, but those things that you love, those things that set your soul on fire when you do them and you're immersed and you don't notice the time and you don't notice you're hungry and you're in flow. Life should be about doing more of those things, right? But I guess what happens when it comes to taking those steps is that fear steps in. And fear steps in because of that danger GPS. It's the unknown. Or maybe it's not the unknown. Maybe it is those past experiences that are kind of dictating your action, your lack of action. But when you don't have those past experiences, it's actually just the unknown. If you get the success that you're dreaming of, that you've never experienced before, how do you know that you're good enough to keep up the pace? If you, you make that decision to take that certain action, how can you be sure that it's going to turn out for the best? And like, what if you go forward and the people that you love don't come with you, or you suddenly don't belong somewhere anymore, even though where you did belong didn't fit? It's all the unknown, and our ego, our monkey, loves certainty. And when it comes to taking action, sometimes we can't have that certainty. But I wanted to share with you that the stuff that we're doing here in this challenge, it allows you to create that certainty by creating the path to where you're going, to building that reality around you and who you truly, authentically are, and what sets your soul alight. So we build this reality in which we exist by bringing more of ourselves into it. And that requires that self-discovery to discover who we are and what we want. So this challenge is significant to your inner growth. And the benefits are going to be really extensive if you commit to yourself. If you take the time to do the activities, if you take 20 minutes to jump in this event page and watch the live video where I'm going to be supporting you every day to grow. You know, when we walk in our own shoes, I posted this to my personal page the other day, but like if we're wearing how was I explaining it? It's like walking in shoes that just don't fit, right? You're putting on somebody else's shoes, you're trying to walk in them and they rub. We've got to find our own style. And when we find our own style and we walk in our own shoes, we walk with confidence and comfort and like we just light up a room with the energy that we have because it's ours. You know, you stop comparing yourself to other people because there's no lack anymore, because you're whole, you're you, you're abundant, you're abundantly you. So any time that you find yourself, and I know this because it's happening to me right now, anytime you find yourself comparing yourself to other people, you are not putting enough focus on you. This Play to Win reality show, we're out the gates now. We're running towards the first episode airing next week. And all of these people who are, I guess, a lot further down the road than me in terms of their own social media presence, understanding how to use social media, confidence in pictures, and they're very, beautiful women, strong women, and I don't feel that I have the same way about myself. And by trying to have that way, I'm not confident and I'm holding back showing up. And that's why I have to keep coming back to who I am and just show up as that, just show up as the bold, brash, fighting, swearing, very eccentric, lively girl that I am at heart. It's my armor that has shut all of that down, like I explained to you, and I'm learning to take that armor off and be vulnerable as who I truly am. Sharing is the next step, and fear is coming in. Fear is really at play right now, but I can overcome fear more easily by showing up as my true, authentic self, because confidence comes more easily when we do that, and results come more easily when you do that. When you show up as you'll attract the people and the opportunities that the universe is conspiring for your good, for your progress, for your future. You're gonna connect because your energy is gonna be the energy, it's gonna match and flow, right? So when we show up authentically, our results are more, our confidence is higher, and I guess people see you as well. People see the real you and connect with you. So you Yeah, I mean, I always get a bit stuck with this language, but it's like it's giving you, and then think, just lost my internet then, think about wider inner growth, think about moving forward into, out of the warm up and into the main camp, you know, like where you will really get to know yourself and where you will start to trust yourself as your own source of abundance, and you'll be able to unleash that potentiality untapped that I know you feel it's there. It's just like there's just something lacking, and like I say, it's not lacking from gain, from the perspective of gain, but from the perspective of giving more of who you truly are. And you're going to ditch that story. You're going to ditch that story, whatever it is that's holding you back, and all the limiting beliefs that are holding you back as well, so that you can get out of here, take bold action, and start seeing the shifts in your life that you will be creating yourself. So I'll leave you with a little activity. Be you, be fearless. What does that look like? You know, just start to imagine who you are in your life when fear isn't holding you back, and play with it, meditate on it, journal it, visualize it, and really feel into it. In 2020, this month, which is my monthly personal development course, so it's an awesome deal. It's just $20 USD, and you get it's your constant vehicle for growth, basically. So you get resources every month for your personal development. We do a group coaching, and you get a 20% discount voucher for coaching with me if you want to dig deeper into the month's, you know, theme. And this month is how to feel into your next step, because I think I've said in one of these previous lives, we spend so much time up here in our heads thinking. The whole world's feeling, right? The whole world is feeling depressed, feeling stressed, feeling sadness, feeling grief, feeling financial strain, feeling loneliness, feeling sad. And yet we're all spending our time up here thinking our way out of how we feel. And in that, we don't heal from the emotions that we're going through. And with thinking, we're just, you know, clogging up our brain with like anxious thoughts, which trigger our nervous system to be on hyper alert, which has this cascade of really ugly physical symptoms. But the worst thing is that we clutter up our brain so much that we don't access the part that really has the answers for us. All of the answers to where we are in life, what we want, how we get there, they're all there inside of us, but we don't access them when that mid part of our brain is so tied up with thoughts and stories and beliefs that are holding us back. So this month in 2020, if you're liking this warm up, if your muscles are warm, if your heart's racing, you just want to, you know, maybe take a little bit of a step into the main training camp, then 2020 is your definite go-to. And like I say, we're doing how to feel into your next step, and it's about switching this off and feeling into here and walking forward in your own shoes, in that confidence, in and towards your soul goal, you know, with your heart and your soul in what you're doing. And comment below and I can give you the details on that. And otherwise, I bid you adieu and a wonderful weekend. I will be back tomorrow with a live. I'm not taking the weekend off, so I will post tomorrow's activity in here, but you'll be able to access it from around about, well, yeah, the morning time. When I post it, when I unlock it for you. So yeah, go back to your Teachable site for tomorrow's activity. If you get stuck finding it, come in here, get the link from here where I'll post it at some point, and I'll be going live for you as well. Okay, much love. Bye-bye.